Hey everyone, welcome to Car Review. Today we're going to do a no spoilers review of Spider-Man Far From Home, so let's get into it. Alright, so Spider-Man Far From Home is the official wrap of Marvel for 2019 and for their Phase 3 productions of their storyline. It didn't go out with Endgame, which at first I was kind of confused by, because like Endgame is like the pinnacle of everything, and then they're like, oh no, we got one more left, Spider-Man. I was like, all right, sure, fine, whatever. But I was excited for Spider-Man, but wow, seeing this movie, it's so great. This movie perfectly captures the essence of Spider-Man and what it means to be Spider-Man, where you're this kid who is burdened with responsibilities, big and small. Big being a hero, small being, school and daily life. And I watch these movies, the two recent Spider-Man movies being Homecoming and Far From Home. I watch these movies and I just see myself. I see myself so, just vividly, where I'm awkward. All I want to do is be on time for class. I want to support my parents. I want to get a girlfriend and all that stuff. And just, man, then you throw in, oh, I'm Spider-Man. Oh, I'm an Avenger. Oh, there's monsters. And it's so good. It's all so good. And I mean, the visuals in this movie and Far From Home are some of the best the MCU has probably ever done. And Thanos, I mean, he's incredible. The stuff in Civil War, incredible. And I mean, Doctor Strange, when Doctor Strange came out, people were like, holy crap, this is a trip. This movie is like Diet Doctor Strange, because it has the villain Mysterio, and they use their visual effects skills so well to convey Mysterio. It's just, it was so well done. It was beautiful, and it was popping and colorful. You could see everything. It's such a well shot, edited film, choreographed, sound design movie. It's so well made. And then you throw into it, oh, the story is great, and the action's great, and the characters are great, and the dialogue is great. It's just, it captures so well the essence of the villain, the hero, what surrounds the hero, being his life, and being a part of the Avengers and stuff, and having this continue onward from Endgame. That's the story we all wanted to see. We all, after Infinity War, we all wanted to see what happened next. We all wanted to see, where could this have gone? And then we found out. And then with Endgame, after, spoilers, Iron Man dies, and Black Widow dies, and Captain America passes on the shield. We want to see what happens next. And while they don't tell all of those beats in this movie, they begin the path for those stories to be told by ending this path. And it's so great. We all say this every time a new Marvel movie comes up, but this might be one of my favorites. There are a lot of things I really love about this. Then there are some things that I don't necessarily love about this. That being that there are a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of whoa, and wait a minute, stuff that'll make you jump back a little bit. And honestly, they might have done it a little too much. It's almost it's you're a double agent. No, wait, I'm a triple agent. And that, I'm not saying somebody is like that, but it's just that it's that constant cycle of you thought it was this, now it's that. You thought this was gonna happen, now it's this. They do it often, and I don't think it was too much, but I could easily understand somebody's point when they are yeah, I could have used one less, oh, you thought, you know what I mean? But I mean, it was good. It's just, I don't know if all of them will go over well with audiences. Certainly all of them did not go well over with me. That being some big character twists and reveals, and not even just in the characters. There's just stuff that, they were, like I said, they reveal stuff post Endgame, and you're like, oh, okay, sure, whatever, but they're not guess what, the Asgardians, they left Earth. It's not nothing major like that. It's just oh, that fact I didn't really think about. I guess they are gonna address it. All right, sure, fine. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, there's a lot in this movie, and some of it they execute really well, and other stuff it's All right, sure. Did that need to be shown? No. Did it need to be done that way? Nah. But otherwise, I thought this movie was great. I mean, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Like, I know that there's been some talk about like, yeah, you know, Sony still owns the rights and they have all these plans for Spider-Man and everything. They might pull him out of the MCU, and I'm like, don't, please don't. Like, you have to keep him in this circuit for as long as possible because they just keep making quality. They make money. It affects the brand. I mean, like, I got a PS4. I'm wearing my PS4 shirt today. I got a PS4 just so I could play Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, and I just got it like just a couple months ago. Like, if that was the only game I could ever play on my PS4, fine. That game made it totally worth the purchase. And now I'm gonna play all these other games like The Last of Us and all that stuff. And it's like Spider-Man as a brand is now in people's eyes way more than there ever was. And like Sony was trying to make it into this huge brand with the Amazing Spider-Man, specifically Amazing Spider-Man 2. People were like, whatever, it's one character. You know, now we got Venom, and now we're getting what's that? Jared Leto, vampire, Morbius. You know, that's a Spider-Man villain. I mean, Sony has all these plans for Spider-Man. I'm like, don't pull out don't sacrifice something that you know is working just because you think it could work somewhere else. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and don't build a whole new machine for it. It's like, I want Tom Holland Spider-Man to continue to exist in the MCU for as long as possible, and this movie reminds me of the fact that the Spider-Man is so well done. And I know some people didn't like Homecoming a whole lot. You know, some people think, you know, Tom Holland is, you know, too young and blech, you know. But it's like, I don't get any of that, man. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid twice. You know, I love it because, again, I feel that they totally capture what it means to be a high schooler who's bounded by responsibilities. And of course, we're all not Spider-Man. Some of us work 2 to 3 jobs. Some of us have an ill parent. You know, some of us are dealing with financial issues. And for us, those are the biggest issues we'll ever have. But this movie not only feels like such an escape from those, but it also comments and saying like, hey, I'm Spider-Man. I might not have financial issues, but I have these issues. So I get it. I know what it feels like to have the weight on your shoulders and to feel like you'll never amount to anything and to have people putting you down. You know what? I keep getting back up. And whereas we keep getting back up to pay our bills and go to work and go to school, Spider-Man keeps getting back up to battle bad guys, that being, you know, Mysterio and all these other villains that pop up and stuff. And it just does such a good job of encapsulating what it means to do the right thing. And then on top of that, it's entertaining as can be. And I love this movie so much. And, you know, I'm already going to see it again. Like, I almost saw it again today. I almost did it, like, back to back. Like, walk out on one screen and go into another. But I had to be an adult. I had to go buy some stuff. But it's just like, I can't wait. I want to go see it again. It's so good. It's so much fun. You know, this is a summer movie. I know that the summer season's been kind of a slog with, like, Men in Black International movie. I have not seen it, but I want to. But, I mean, just right there, people aren't really going to see Men in Black or Godzilla, both movies that probably should be seen because I hear that they're pretty alright. But like Spider-Man, go see it. Bring your friends, bring your family, and then go see it again. Because there's so much goodness to be had in there, just as a Spider-Man movie, and then as a next chapter to the MCU, and then closing chapter to the Infinity Saga is what they're calling the original Selena movies. So that is my spoiler-free review of Spider-Man Far From Home. It is so good. I love this movie so much. I'm on a huge Spider-Man kick right now, and once you'll walk out, you will be too, because it's such a feel-good movie. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, that you go see Spider-Man. And if you did like this video, leave a comment, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. So, all right, peace.